Thank you very much. Whilst remain standing, we'll take the Women Police Anthem.
All across the nations, all around the world, we men are longing to be free, no longer in the shadows, forced to save it all. Let's fight to be flawless, so sing and songs will sing the song for women everywhere. Let it ring around the world and never cease to sing the song for women everywhere. And please, thank you. We shall now recite the third stanza of the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for our opening prayers. At the count of three, we go together. 1, 2, 3, and we say, O God of all creation, grant these our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. And we also say, Amen. Please have your seats.
Thank you very much.
No worry.
No, I don't get the sound.
You never get that.
Celebrating 70 years of women in policing in the Nigeria police force. And 70 years from 1955 to 2025. We once again in one of today's celebration. I am the CSP and the responsible for the commissions officer. It's a women thing that has to be here, and we have here with me today.
Thank you very much. It's an honor being here. I'm officially a non-commissioned police officer today. My name is Law Williams. I work for the police of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We shall moving fast, but before then, we would like to the presence of some people. Of course, the program is still continue. This camera, first and foremost, the presence of the first lady of the Republic of Nigeria, saying to Laura to the GC, the highway one round of applause. CON. Yeah.
You dey see sound.
Sound.
See sound. No be sound.
You never connect am.
Fresh up all you do that. See am down now.
all over the country. They came from far and wide.
Before I move on to introduce and invite the next person who is speaking, permit me most respectfully recognize the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the first woman to have been the Minister of State Police in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Imam Suleiman Ibrahim FFR. And moving
in Africa. Please keep clapping till she gets there.
Kayode Adeolu Egbetoko.
the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Police of the Royal Bahama Police, who is our keynote speaker today.
Let me plug it in.
Our very beautiful former president, the Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Egutuku, and her colleagues, members of the former Minister of Women Affairs, our mother, the representative of the president of the International Association of Women Police, the Lieutenant General Leah Shibambo, who is the first vice president of INCC. She just built it for South Africa.
Yes, already here.
Our respected members of management team of the police, our retired officers, the veterans of the police, who have come from all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. It is with immense pride, deep gratitude, and profound sense of honor that I welcome you to this historic celebration of 70 years of women in policing in Nigeria. 1955 to 2055. A defining milestone in the evolution of our institution, the Nigerian Armed Force, under the steering wheel, 70 years of courage and service, honoring women in policing, inspiring the future. 70 years ago, courageous Nigerian women walked through the gates of destiny to serve a nation that needed them. They stepped into unity, not for applause, but for purpose. Their legacy lives on, and today,
special respect, the presence, though virtually, of one of the survivors of the 1955 set, who has joined us virtually. We have set up virtual attendance for her from Port Harcourt. Our icon, DCP Stella Okwiga, retired. We tried to bring her here, ma. We even said we are going to send special jet, police jet to pick her, but her doctor said she can't travel. She will be 96 next month. I happened to visit her 3 weeks ago. She's hearty, very smart, and can recall everything, including dates. She's one of the earliest torchbearers of policehood in Nigeria. Ma'am, we salute your courage, your grit, and your footprints on the sands of time. This anniversary is not just a marking of years. It is an anthem of progress, a testament to institutional metamorphosis, and proof of that vision coupled with tenacity reshapes barrier. This anniversary, from modest beginnings in 1955, when women served in roles such as communicators, tea girls, caregivers, traffic guides, and school protection officers, to today, where police women stand shoulder to shoulder with their male counterparts in core intelligence, tactical, investigative, operational, and command leadership position, wearing the ranks of commissioners of police, AIGs, and DIGs. What we celebrate relevance. Empowered women empower institutions, and empowered institutions transform nations. Once the aspirations of women in the force encountered structural ceilings, today I'm proud to say that those ceilings no longer exist. The Nigerian police force has evolved into a modern security institution where ability, not gender, defines assignment and advancement. This distinguished guest is our shared victory. In the build-up to today's ceremony, we launched a national series of initiatives driven by the Force Gender Unit, celebrating service, mentoring the future, and confronting violence against women and girls. And these activities include intergenerational engagement and career guidance sessions at the force headquarters and all commands, distribution of essential hygiene and dignity support kits to 1,500 schoolgirls across the Federal Capital Territory, and parallel implementations nationwide. We also conducted courtesy visits and welfare check-ins on retired female police officers across the nation. We also had institutional endorsement of our he/she Inspector General of Police of 1st of December as all-female special duty day. And on that day, I was the DIG DFA. And we had female officers all across the first headquarters. The Inspector General of Police had special management sessions with the women just to showcase our leadership skills. Tomorrow, we also organize 5-kilometer walk against gender-based violence aligning with the United Nations 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. This was done all across the 36 states of the Federation and FCT. And we are now preparing for a grand gala night to close the celebration tomorrow, 5th of December. Each initiative was designed to communicate one truth: women are not the weaker vessels. They are woven vessels of strength, endurance, and leadership. Allow me, Your Excellency, ma'am, to pay special tribute to the visionary, inclusive, and transformational leader of the police force, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbetoko, PhD, NPM. Our he-for-she champion, under his leadership, we have witnessed the highest number of female AIGs in the history of Nigerian police force. Commissioners of police, area commanders, and heads of strategic formations in the history of this force. Today we have 5 female AIGs in this police. We also had female leadership of critical training institutions, including Police College Ikeja, Kaduna, Oji River, and the Detective College. The IGP trusts us to use our mother's soft points to nurture the next generation of policemen and women. Thank you, sir. We also had the appointment of the first female to head the explosive ordnance disposal unit for the very first time in 70 years, and also a historic appointment of the first female head of police insurance. And also historic inclusion, leadership representation in FCT and Lagos commands. In Lagos, the area commanders, female make up about 50%. Most notably, in July 2024, the Inspector General of Police launched the Nigeria Police Gender Policy, institutionalizing equity, strengthening mentorship pipelines, and providing a sustainability framework for the advancement, protection, and empowerment of women police officers. Sir, we believe, sir, for believing that inclusion is a security strategy, not a slogan, we applaud you, sir. For commanding a force where women rise by merit, we honor you, sir. And for ending institutional, for putting institutional support to this 70 years celebration, we say thank you in deeds, not just in words. This afternoon, or morning rather, the Inspector General of Police will be unveiling 3 generational assets led by the gender unit. We have the Women Police 70-year lapel. We have the Police Gender-Based Violence Training Manual, because the IG has said that all training institutions must be, training curriculums must be engendered. And we also have the standard operating procedure. Unfortunately, that one is still in the press, but we'll present copies to Her Excellency once they submit to us. These documents symbolize policy, protection, prosecution, and professionalism, further strengthening the force's response to crimes against women and vulnerable persons. Hosting the International Association of Women Police, IAWP, Africa Region Conference 2024 positioned Nigerian women in uniform on a continental and global pedestal, strengthening law enforcement cooperation across the African continent and enforcing our commitment to women-led security frameworks. It was through this enabling environment, that I was entrusted and elected as the pioneer president of the Association of Women in Law Enforcement in Africa. Thank you, sir. This achievement, like many others, was not individual, it was institutional. It is for the Nigeria Police Force, it is for Nigeria, and it was made possible by an Inspector General of Police who understands that when women soar, the police force shines brighter. We express this appreciation to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our father, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his resolute national commitment to inclusivity as a governance pillar. Your leadership has strengthened the national ecosystem for women in public service, entrenching His Excellency's renewed hope agenda. To the mother of the nation, the mother of police women, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, OON, CON, Your Excellency's presence here today, ma, is symbolic power. You continue to represent the heartbeat of the aspirations of Nigerian women and girls, and the embodiment of dignity, influence, and inspiration. Thank you so much, Mommy. We equally extend sincere gratitude to our international and development partners, especially, categorically, I want to state the UNDP, German Embassy, and GS Foundation for providing both technical, strategic, and resource-based backing towards the success of this celebration. And we also thank our other partners and supporters. To the planning committee members, the Central Planning Committee, can you please stand up if you are here? Central Planning Committee members, they are at the back. Officers of the gender unit, please stand up. And every policewoman and supporter driving this event, you are the architect of this moment. You made everything possible. Thank you so much for your commitment. We celebrate all of you. To our sisters and senior officers in uniform, all across the nation, the Army, the Air Force, Civil Defense, everybody, all of you are here today. You join a force that has become stronger because you serve in it. You protected a nation that became safe because you stood guard for it. And you dismantled threats that retreated because you faced them. You did not merely take assignments, you redefined possibilities. You did not merely rise in rank, you raised the standard. You did not merely join history, you authored it. Let this celebration remind every young girl watching that a woman in uniform is not extraordinary because she is a woman. She is extraordinary because she is a guardian. Because we have mother soft points. So we look at policing and peace building from our mother's soft power that God has endowed us with. To every Nigerian policewoman, I stand with you and above, not above you. I stand for you, not just in policy, but in passion. And I stand because your story is my story. Together, we declare, female officers, can we all stand up, please? Today, we declare that I'm proud to be a policewoman. Can we say that song, please? Police work. I'm proud to be a policewoman. Police work. I'm proud to be a policewoman. Come and join the police work. You will never regret. Come and let us serve our Father's land. I'm proud to be a policewoman. Come and let us serve our Father's land. I'm proud to be a policewoman. May the next 70 years produce even bolder narratives, even stronger leadership, even deeper courage, and even greater service to our nation. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, IGP, sir. I don't even know how to say. If you can kneel down on your knees, I will kneel for you, sir. We appreciate you, sir. We thank you, sir, for making us shine, for making us fly, for making our voice to be heard in the Nigerian police. Thank you, sir. God bless the Nigerian women police. God bless the Nigerian police, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you to the first of her kind, the team lead of the gender sector of the Nigeria Police Force. Policewomen, 3 bossa for your team lead. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Permit me to recognize here in our midst a former Minister of Women Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We call her the Damest of all dames, Dame Pauline Tallen.
Thank you very much. We would also like to recognize in our midst today the presence of a retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG Ivy Okoronkwo. And we also like to recognize the presence of the Chief of Army Staff, represented here today by Major General I.M. Abdullahi. You're highly welcome, sir. Thank you very much. It is still the celebration of 70 years of women in policing in the Nigeria Police Force, taking place here today at the Nigeria Police Force Resource Center, Jabi. And our special guest of honor is our very own mommy, the mother of the nation, who has graciously found time to be with us today, to celebrate with us, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. A warm round of applause for our mommy, please. Next, we shall be showing you how it all started till how we got here today. The 70 years we've been talking about, the first set of police women in 1955 at the Police College in Ikeja, and how they have progressed to where we are today. So the next item on our agenda is the documentary of the 70 years of women in policing. Please stay tuned, stay calm, listen carefully, and enjoy a bit of history. The documentary.
Technical. We could also dim the lights so that we get a full feel of cinema view of the Nigeria police women. Grab your popcorns. Technical, please don't disappoint. We don't have the time. If it is not ready, because our time is to sell, we will move to the next item. Her voice is the voice of peace. Her voice has been recognized by the UN, and she has been made an ambassador of peace, not just in Nigeria, but globally. Join me for a presentation of a poem celebrating women in the Nigeria Police Force at 70, Mariam Booker. If Mariam is not here, we shall proceed. Okay, I think we have the documentary. Audio, please. Well, you might not have seen the audio or heard the audio, but you saw the pictures. Did you see how beautiful that female officer looked in black and white? Please, a round of applause for women of the Nigeria Police Force at 70, 1955 to 1955 to moral. Thank you very much. Thank you. We will come back. Please keep your popcorns and don't finish your Coke. We'll come back to that documentary. Permit me to recognize here in our midst, you, but please could you turn to your neighbor and say you have done well. Say congratulations. So permit us serenade you with a cultural performance specially put together to show the mother of the nation and the mother of women in the Nigeria Police Force that we love you, we celebrate you, and this is how we celebrate women in the Nigeria Police Force at 70. Members of the cultural troupe, this is your time for the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
Under the blazing Lagos mornings, sun. 20 women stood shoulder to shoulder, defying convention and daring to stand tall in a male-dominated domain. They were the first female recruits of the Nigeria Police Force, and their assignment was simple: handle cases involving women and children. But their true mission was far greater.
1955, September 1955. Follow-up letter. But to Kenya on the 1st of October. The 1st of October. The training. The police college, Mr. Lindu, who was the commandant, a British man. These women, history cannot be completed. For women to be enlisted in the force. RPJ McLaughlin. We were about 200 that applied. So the first day was just orientation. The second day was the oral interview. By the time I finished oral interview, half of us have gone. But he personally conducted. The only Nigerian officer is just next, that is his own word, next to go in, but all interviews were conducted by the British people. We spent 2 weeks at the police college because they want something special. They want something to encourage other women. So they took time, meticulously, to make their choice and to encourage us.
Discipline, duty, and service. These three words define an officer. Either you are a woman or you are a man. You will be tested, you will be doubted. But history, remember you.
Let's go. We are ready to save Nigeria.
Good. But I want you to remember that the crest is heavier than it looks.
When you are in the force, parades are part of it. But it's part of discipline training. This is Adibisi Gowe. I joined the Nigeria Police in 1957, 1st of December, after my secondary school education. And at that time, I was the only cadet inspector then who joined the school set. People who joined before me, the first batch in 1995, were primary school, they haven't got that education. So I became the first woman to join as cadet inspector. And we trained at the police college in Keja. A year training. The first 6 months is called the basic. After that, those who join with only a lower education, they left. Then we who are cadets, we continue the training for another 6 months.
I'm retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Abimbola Jolade Ojomo. I joined the Nigerian Police Force in 1971 as cadet ASP, and I retired 2002. I didn't find it comfortable at all, even in the US at that time, because of this black whatever. I'm not one to dwell on that. But when I came back, I wanted to contribute my quota to the society, my society, Nigeria's society. And that's why I joined the police force. And I thank God I came with the likes of Mr. Smith, Lucilius Smith. We were interviewed on the same day. That's one of my squad mates. Fortunately or unfortunately, I was the only woman there.
We were the first women police in the north, recruited in the north, trained in the north, and the police college Kaduna, not Lagos or anywhere, police college Kaduna. And we were mostly northern girls, recruited and trained there.
I am AIG, retired MNI. I enlisted into the Nigerian Police Force in August 1978 after my youth service in Adamawa State, then Gongola State, and after my graduation from Ahmadu Bello University, where I read sociology and criminology and graduated with second-class upper in 1977. So when I graduated and I was doing my youth service, then the AIG Ahmadu had retired in 1975 or 74, and I was a student in ABU. He kept telling me how good it is to join the police and insisted that I should join. But eventually, I joined the police because of their influence.
At the police college, the curriculum was gender blind. Both male and female recruits were subjected to rigorous training, with no room for sentiment or emotions. Only hard work and determination would pave the way to success.
We trained at the police college in Keja. A year training. The first 6 months is called the basic.
We are trained to use arms as well. We went for officers' course.
Yeah, the training was rigorous. It was intensive. So we started by rock climbing.
We climbed the rock very high and very high and steep. You know, maybe as you are lifting your leg to put it on one place, you may just slide down again. And then there are people down to hold you. So you keep on going until you get to the top of that rock. And then next to that is another activity they call Gog and Magog. You jump from one rock. The rocks are facing each other. You jump from one rock to the other. And in between the rock is a deep valley. Very deep. So God forbid you miss your step or you make a mistake, you are not able to jump. It was very scary. We are afraid. There's no escape for us. Nobody is going to carry us to jump across. So we just have to do it. And we did it. And we came down successfully. So there's that particular exercise was to build our courage.
Now, when we passed out, first, we had to patrol the beats.
These trailblazers faced ridicule, cultural restrictions, and skepticism, but they endured with dignity and purpose.
We were being promoted along the line. But when I got to the rank for assistant commissioner, the barrier was placed against women exceeding, going further than assistant commissioner. So I was in that rank for about 8 or 9 years on that rank. Meanwhile, my colleagues who we joined together, they are being and they superseded me. But I was not discouraged.
There was a time we women were limited to CSV, could not go beyond the rank of CSV. And I believe a lot of people were misinformed. I don't see how you could limit me as a graduate to CSV.
When Shagari became the president, the embargo was lifted because according to the constitution, there should be no discrimination because of sex between men and women. So that was when the embargo was lifted, and I was promoted to the deputy commissioner from that time. Meanwhile, my colleagues then became assistant inspector general, so commissioners of police, but I was not discouraged. I continued with the work.
Women superintendent, and already Mrs. Go was already AC. So they said, what is this? We were all grumbling. What the man can do, one can do better. And he said, women will not rise past one kind. At the end of the day, Adewusi came and counter that order. That was how Mrs. Go rose to become DIG. She was the first female DIG before she retired.
Their perseverance paid off, and they went on to become symbols of triumph, leaving a legacy of excellence in the line of duty.
As a junior officer, I was the first person posted out to open the whole of the Eastern region, from Enugu to everywhere. I was the first open of that one. Another promotion was I was the person used to manage administrative posts in Lion Buildings. And I was the first to be in charge of health department, training, planning, and research. I was the first testing ground as VP of police stations. I was the first to handle armed robbery tribunal. In the whole, no woman has ever been asked to do this. I was the first. I was the first to be in charge of operations. That is big department operations, the first ever. And that thing I held until I retired.
Well, when I was promoted Commissioner of Police, I never expected that I will exceed that rank. In fact, I considered it a great achievement. But I was surprised during Babangida time. I was promoted Assistant Inspector General and posted the first. Then there was reorganization of the police force. We have force secretary, we have different departments under the commissioners of police. But I was made the force secretary. It was quite a challenging appointment because I had to deal with a lot of administrative duties, promotion, transfer, this and that. But I was able to cope by the help of God, by the Lord. I was able to cope. And the men really cooperated with me. I had many of them working under me. For example, the former commissioner, the commissioner of police like Tafa Balizi was with me. Farida, the former EFCC chairman, was my staff officer. Balizi was my staff officer. And many of them, like that, but were able to work together. And because as a result of that, maybe because of that, I was promoted to Deputy Inspector General of Police, DFE. And it was quite an interesting journey, but I never expected it. But I think the Lord did it.
In 1996, police officer Chioma Ajunwa made history, winning Nigeria's first ever Olympic gold medal and becoming the first African woman to win a field event. Her victory reflected the ideals of policing: discipline, courage, and national pride. Over the years, women have become vital to the modern face of policing, breaking cultural barriers and taking on critical roles in administration, investigation, sports, medical, aviation, and technical and tactical operations, including explosive device ordnance, EOD.
So today's policewoman at 70 years is a beautiful journey with a lot of changes. Now we had in the past Deputy Inspectors General of Police, Assistant Inspector General of Police, and so on and so forth. We are carrying arms, we are occupying strategic positions, leadership positions in the Nigerian police force.
In Abuja yesterday, more than 3 million commanders of the Constitution. In Lagos, close to 50% of the area commanders in Lagos State. And the CP yesterday, as soon as the he was celebrating, say he's having the best result where he has women DPOs.
Women are given opportunity to be DPO officer, one of them. Women are given opportunity to head other formations within police force that are not even divisional police officers. These days, by God's grace, women are holding sensitive position. We lead operation. I myself, at times when my men are going for patrol, I go with them at the field, and I come in to tell them, no, this is a better way of doing it. And they themselves, they feel confidence. They will not say they will not go that they are tired or it's because I'm a woman, because they themselves, they know there is no duty they go that I don't go along with them. So also traffic. Most times I stay separate about, see what they do to supervise them. I control traffic myself and so many other assignments.
Today, the younger generation of women in the Nigeria police force are spreading their wings and flying high, thanks to the critical reforms and strategic repositioning led by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD.
So the police should be sensitive enough to understand that whatever policies we have, that it has to be engendered to be able to address issues of both the men and women police. But there are a lot of cultural issues. And so they do, and woman cannot be here. This is not the time. This is not the Inspector General of Police. That this Inspector General of Police believes in equal opportunity for police. So of course, what we went through as part of the cultures in the police, we are trying to make sure that the next generation of women that are coming behind us will not go through all those hurdles.
From pioneers to icons, their names are written in the nation's story. Because policing is not just a duty, it's a calling. This is the story of the women of the Nigeria Police Force. 70 years of courage, sacrifice, and service. Their legacy lives on, honoring the past and inspiring the future.
A round of applause for 70 years of resilience, growth, and service. Your Excellency, the Mother of the Nation, we shall not be keeping you for far too long. Please, let's now join welcome to present a UN reflective side on the need for peace, Mariam Booker. Please, a round of applause for her.
Our mother, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Inspector General of Police, the Minister of Women Affairs, President of POA, the Pioneer President of Association of Women in Law Enforcement in Africa, who also doubles as the Gimbia of BU, where I'm from, senior police officers, heads of agencies, my colleagues from the UN, distinguished leaders, mothers of service, daughters of courage, guardians of our collective breath, good morning. Please permit me to observe the already established protocol. Before there were badges, there were women. Women who kept the night from swallowing their communities. Women who stood as the first guards of safety long before the world learned to call it policing. Today, 70 years after Nigerian women first stepped into this uniform, we are not just marking time, we are tracing a lineage of courage that has reshaped the very meaning of protection. I stand here today as a UN Global Peace advocate, aware that peace is not a theory we recite in international halls, but peace is a small, stubborn flame, and women, especially those in policing, have been tending it in difficult winds, keeping its warmth alive before the world learned how essential their hands were. The United Nations Secretary General's Women, Peace and Security mandate teaches us something simple but revolutionary, that women, when they stand at the front lines of security, communities heal faster, conflict escalates sooner, and justice becomes something that people can touch without burning their hands. For 70 years, Nigerian women in policing have done exactly that. Built trust in places where fear had taken root, held communities together with their bare hands, and softened the edges of authority with empathy that does not compromise strength. You have been the bridge between the state and the citizen, between chaos and calm, between a mother's prayer and a child returning home safely. And like bridges, you have carried weight that the world rarely pauses to acknowledge. To the pioneers, you were the first light before dawn, walking into institutions that did not yet know how to welcome you. You bent the metal of tradition until it became a doorway. To the women serving today, you are peace made visible, and the WPS agenda walking, deciding, intervening with every report you write, with every threat you disarm, with every life you safeguard. You advance the global insistence on women's full, equal, and meaningful participation in shaping security. And to the young women who will join tomorrow, may you know that the ground beneath you has already been softened by 70 years of footsteps that refuse to disappear. As we celebrate this milestone, may we also make a promise that the next 70 years will not be a struggle to belong, but an unfolding of power, the kind of power that centers compassion, the kind that holds a nation steady, the kind that reminds the world that peace is not possible without the women who protect it. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for being the unseen spine of our collective peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that beautiful poem. Thank you for coming from the UN for that. We would like to quickly announce to you that many of the things you saw in here outside the hall on display. In other words, we have an exhibition out there, so on your way out, you can just take your time to see some of these items for yourself.
All right, and so we will now just say 3 minutes of cultural display. 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you. I think we're moving fast.
Yes, thank you very much. And quickly, we shall be going on to goodwill messages. Before then, we would like to quickly recognize the presence of the Chairman, House of Reps Committee on Police Affairs, represented here today by the Deputy Chairman, Honorable Wole Ahmed. And we'll be going to the goodwill messages. We will not take much of your time. We are taking just 4 goodwill messages. And it shall be 2 minutes each. 4 goodwill messages. 2 will be by video, while 2 will be by people that are here. Okay, so we'll start with the goodwill message from the United Nations, the Nigerian representative at the United Nations, Dr. Aminat. Please go ahead with the video.
And is the Deputy Secretary General, Her Excellency Amina Mohammed. Technical.
Okay, we don't want to waste any of our time, so if the video is not ready, is it ready, technical?
It is a profound honor to join you as we commemorate 70 years of women in policing in Nigeria. 7 decades of sacrifice, courage, and unwavering commitment to justice. I thank the Inspector General of Police for inviting me to share in this celebration, and I salute Her Excellency, the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for her leadership and steadfast support to women across this nation. Today, we honor a remarkable journey. Since 1955, Nigerian women have worn the police uniform with distinction, often stepping into spaces where they were not expected, sometimes not welcome, but always essential. They have protected communities, mediated conflict, and upheld justice in moments when the nation relied on them. Their service has not always made the headlines, but it has transformed lives. As we celebrate this work, we also recognize the work still ahead. Today, women only make up about 8% of the Nigerian police force. Ongoing efforts to expand women's participation, including proposals to raise that number to 15%, signal a growing national commitment to building a force that fully reflects the society that it serves. Around the world, we see the transformative impact of women in security institutions. Trust grows, responses to violence improve, and communities feel safer. This is the heart of the African Union's Agenda 2063, the Sustainable Development Goals, and the Women's and Security Agenda enshrined in the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1725. Nigeria has already taken meaningful steps from deploying female officers to UN peacekeeping missions to expanding pathways to women's leadership. And this leadership is gaining international recognition. Earlier this year, I had the honor of presenting Olufemi Ibikunle with the 2025 United Nations Trailblazer Award for Women Justice and Correction Officers for her remarkable work leading transformative prison infrastructure and rehabilitation projects in the Democratic Republic of Congo. These efforts are building a stronger, more inclusive police service for the future. As Nigeria confronts new and complex security challenges, rising inequality and climate shocks, to the threats that are faced by women and girls, the leadership and service of women police officers will continue to be central to strengthening peace and security across the country. To the trailblazers who paved the way, thank you. To the officers serving today, we stand with you. And to the next generation, our country needs your leadership, your integrity, and your voice. May the next 70 years be defined by deeper inclusion, stronger protection, and a police service that continues to serve the nation and value its women. Congratulations, and thank you for your extraordinary contribution to peace and security in Nigeria and Europe.
Thank you very much. That was from Her Excellency Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General, United Nations.
And we now move forward to the only female surviving member of the 1955 entrance into the Nigeria Police Force. She should have been here, but the doctor said no, so she'll be joining us from Zoom. The DCP retired Dame Stella Opuyiga. Technical, please let's clap for her. She's going to be 96 next month. That's how young she is, but she's still very fluid. Technical?
We can hear you now.
If we're having problem with technical, we don't want to wait until we move to the next goodwill message. I think we have just two left, two goodwill messages, and we proceed with the program. I would like to invite for his goodwill message. She's up.
Just say hello, ma.
That's true. Hello, I'm CBU.
Okay, yeah.
CB Ugowe, retired Deputy Inspector General of Police. I wish to thank the Inspector General of Police for putting up this very powerful program to celebrate us, women police, at 70. It had not been easy to come to this stage. I want to thank him for the fact that I see women police now, even the PMF, the police mobile force, and all aspects, many departments of the police, which was also when I was serving. I thank him. And I thank the current AIG in charge of Women Police Affairs for putting out the program. It has been a successful one, and I wish the Nigeria Police Force continued success, progress, as they continue to serve the nation, and particularly the women police, as we celebrate 70 years, that they will continue to grow from strength to strength and from glory to glory as they serve the nation. Amen.
Is the Deputy Chair, Honorable Dr. Wole Ahmed. Please, a round of applause for him as he steps forward for his goodwill message.
Your Excellency, the First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria, the wife, the better half, and supporter-in-chief of our dear Commander-in-Chief, the visionary, the courageous Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. My mama since 99, our mama, yeah, everybody, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. Well done, well done, well done, ma. The Inspector General of Police, the Super IG, Kayode Egbetokun, PhD. Please, when you say PhD, add mathematics. If you want to clap, clap. When you say PhD, add mathematics because it's not common. Our IG, I refer to him as Super IG because he is a man I don't particularly envy right now, but that I deeply appreciate. Thank you for maintaining presence, for staying the course, and for doing the job. God bless you, IG. Thank you. And by extension, all principal officers in the police hierarchy, especially those men and women standing in the sun right now as we speak. Those men, thank you. Those men and women who are there when it's raining and you and I will look for umbrella or shelter, but they are standing right there on the road inside that rain. Those men and women I salute you all. I salute them all, especially. I greet my sister, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim. Well done, madam. Stakeholders that are present here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful day in Abuja when we celebrate 70 years of women involvement in policing in Nigeria. Chairman House Committee on Police Affairs, Honorable Maki, is not able to be here. We are right now in the chambers discussing security issues as it affects our country. So we have to choose who stays back there, who comes here. And we agreed that I should come and establish presence and let women in police or police women know that the National Assembly stands with them. That is what this presence represents. National Assembly stands with them in terms of whatever legislation is going to further gender convenience in the police. For example, we just presented a report yesterday increasing the report on a bill increasing the percentage of women that must be present during any recruitment exercise. Just yesterday, the current suggestion is a minimum of 15%. It can be more than that, but it is still going through legislative process. We just did that yesterday, and our presence here today is presence of the whole of the National Assembly. The Senate President is here. The Speaker is here as I speak because they are aware of my presence here. All officers and women of Nigerian police, I commend you, and I want to let you know that the National Assembly is with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, and thank you for your commitment to increasing budgets so that women will get more budgets. Please, a round of applause for him. Nigeria police women, don't you want the gender budget to increase? Don't you want? Those in favor say aye. Thank you, the ayes have it. Thank you, a round of applause for them. Please, we shall move. Permit me now to invite for the next goodwill message the woman who is the team lead of the women ministry in Nigeria, the one who's committed to stepping down the Renewed Hope Initiative to 774 local government areas with the support of the mother of the nation. My principal and the team lead, the very hard-working woman who is projecting Nigeria positively in the gender space, Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Hajia Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my mother, our mother, the mother of our nation, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the Inspector General of Police, the Super IG, the #1 IG on the African continent, IGP Kayode Ibetokun, PhD. May I also recognize the President of POA, my sister, Elizabeth Ibetokun. Permit me to recognize my brother, Honorable Ahmed, the Deputy Chair of the House Committee on Police Affairs, ably representing the chairman. May I recognize the first management team supporting the Super IG. I see you. May I recognize senior and retired police officers of the Nigerian Police Force. Permit me to also recognize our women police officers. I see you, I recognize you. And finally, our keynote speaker, I recognize you, and our other presidents within the POA system. I see you, I recognize you. In the soft dawn of 1955, when only 20 courageous women answered the call, the first police women of Nigeria stepped into the world that was not yet ready for their brilliance. Tasked initially with 70, handling telephone calls, and keeping office tidy, they performed modest duties but carried their spirit the weight of pioneering generations. 70 years later, that humble seed has grown into a towering legacy whose branches now spread across every facet of our national life. Law enforcement, peacekeeping, criminal investigations, tactical operations, sports, intelligence, forensics, community trust building, social welfare, juvenile protection, and the defense of the vulnerable people in Nigeria. Today, we honor those pioneers who turned duty into dignity, uniforms into symbol of hope, and policing into a vocation defined by compassion, courage, and unyielding excellence. It is with profound honor and immense pride that I extend my warm congratulations to the Nigerian Police Force on this historic 70 years milestone. This anniversary is far more than a maker of time. It's a celebration of resilience, excellence, and unwavering service. It's an honor. It honors women who have stood at the front lines of crisis, upheld justice with integrity, carried the weight of sacrifice with quiet dignity. That this remarkable celebration is taking place under the tenure of the President Inspector General of Police, further deepening its significance, reflecting his commitment to gender-responsive reforms, professional development, and the institutional strengthening that enables women to rise, to thrive, and to lead. Your Excellency, ma'am, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today, women constitute 10 to 12% of the Nigerian police force, serving in roles once thought impossible, from leading homicide units to commanding tactical squads, to directing peace missions and managing public order operations. They also are shaping the national security strategy at the highest levels. Their footprints stretch across UN peace operations, African Union missions, and global policing platforms where Nigerian women have stood out for professionalism, for their courage, and for their emotional intelligence. Beyond their operational brilliance, Nigerian police women have lifted the nation's profile in sports, from athletes to martial arts. They have flown the Nigerian flag high on continental global stages. The force remains one of the first security institutions in Nigeria to produce an Olympia. The iconic ACP Chioma Ajunwa Opera will also have video, whose historic Olympic gold in 1996 still stands as a national treasure for all of us. Their triumph in sports are a symbol of national pride, our discipline, and our collective excellence. As we celebrate the highest-ranking female officers in the Nigerian police force over the last 70 years, the likes of the DIG Ivy Okoronko, whose extraordinary leadership has paved the way for countless women to rise within our force. Alongside her, we honor the inspiring pioneer AIG Peace Ibekwe Abdallah, DIG Celestina Kalu retired, CP Magdalene Ebe, CP Ngozi Anadeko, ACP Chioma Anjua Opara, and countless others whose courage, vision, and dedication shaped the moral and the operational architecture of modern women policing in Nigeria today. As the world marks 30 years of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action and commemorates 25 years of the UNSCR 1325, the UN Women, Peace and Security, we celebrate Nigerian women who have shattered glass ceilings and expand the frontier of possibility. Notably is our gender first lead, AIG Aisha Baju, PhD, who made history as the first Monitor General of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Study, NIPS, a monumental achievement that reinforces the transformative power of women's leadership. I also humbly acknowledge the rare honor of being appointed in 2023 by my leader, our president, as the very first woman globally to serve in the Ministry of Police Affairs. This historic appointment is a milestone for women worldwide in policing, symbolizing the breaking of barriers and the affirmation that women are fully capable of leading at the highest level of security governance. Let it be unequivocally stated, we stand firmly against discrimination in the promotion, deployment, and advancement of women officers. The degree a woman holds must never be used as a barrier to her rise. Competence, merit, performance, and discipline and leadership capacity, these are what should count, IGP, sir. If a person with a degree in foreign language can rise to become a banker, a global expert, a captain of industry, then the time has surely come to move from the imaginary and artificial barriers that we have far too long constrained the careers progression of our women in uniform. As we step boldly in a new era, the golden years of women policing, promotion systems must reward excellence, empower qualified women, and open the doors to higher commands responsibilities, please. Thank you, Women Police. As Nigeria commits to the Women, Peace and Security agenda, the recently approved third National Action Plan on the UNSCR 1325, signed by Mr. President last month, under the Renewed Hope agenda, offers a historic opportunity to expand women leadership in security governance. Under the Renewed Hope Agenda Social Impact Intervention 774, women's voices echo even louder across empowerment, peace building, justice sector reforms, and community safety. The Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development intends to work closely with the Nigerian Police Force to integrate senior policewomen as part of the national monitoring mechanisms for the launch and implementation of the 3rd National Action Plan, which is the first in the whole globe, ensuring that the wisdom of the past connects seamlessly with the aspiration of our new generation. At this point, permit me to applaud and appreciate His Excellency, Mr. President, for his commitment to our welfare and well-being, for his commitment to women's economic empowerment and women's leadership, and to his commitment to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We thank him. Permit me also to appreciate our First Lady, the Iron Lady with the heart of gold. And I say it again and again, if we're ever gonna have a female president, it's going to be our First Lady, and I will be in front of that charge. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me also to thank the IGP who I've worked alongside with, and I know how committed he is in serving the Nigerian Police Force. We thank you, IGP sir, for your love for country, and we thank you for being a he for she. At this point, permit me in thanking our female police officers. I know that you're doing it regardless, and even the male police officers who continue to give us so much with so little. May this 70th anniversary radiate as beacon of courage, resilience, and hope for all of us. May the women of the Nigerian Police Force continue to work with dignity, serve with compassion, and lead with integrity, and may they rise with a renewed strength. The coming years will not merely record their achievements, but they will define them. On behalf of the Nigerian women, the Nigerian children, the Nigerian families, and other vulnerable groups you serve, I salute every serving and retired female police officer whose footprints have echoed with purpose, whose sacrifice have strengthened our nation, and whose legacy continues to inspire generations. I congratulate you on the 70 years of honor, service, and excellence. May God bless you all. May God bless our women police officers. May God bless the Nigerian Police Force. May God bless Mr. President and our First Lady. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you.
A round of applause for the Nigeria's Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, the very iconic Hajia Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, FSI. Our mother of the nation, she has told you that when you decide to run for the president, she will lead the charge and we will be behind her too. A round of applause for her, please. So we had a little glitch and something happened. The video you saw, the person who did come online was not the first class of 55 surviving member, but she was Ugoe, the first female CP, first female DIG, and first force secretary that was female. Please, let's all clap for her. But Mommy Opuiga, how do you tell a 96-year-old that we are sorry we can't put you on again? I'm sure Her Excellency, who has respect for old age and old people, would still allow her speak. With your kind permission, Mother of the Nation, let's now hear from the only surviving female member of 1955, 70 years after. Thank you. She's on Zoom live. Technical, please, let's make that happen fast. I think she got, technology does not respect legacy, but we forgive technology. It went off again, AIGMA, technology side of Zoom. It's okay. The next voice you're going to hear is the first woman in history to lead the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the 10th Bahamian commissioner under the independent Commonwealth. Born in Rock Sound, raised in Waynes Bight, she rose from a small settlement to the highest position in Bahamian law enforcement, powered by faith, discipline, and unshakable work ethics. For 34 years, she has served with distinction mastering major crime investigations, breaking barriers as the first female head of the Criminal Investigations Department, and leading high-profile efforts against human trafficking and sexual offenses. Her leadership has strengthened police community trust from Elthera to Grand Bahama through crime prevention, victim advocacy, and outreach that transforms lives. A recipient of the Order of Merit and multiple service honors, she is a mentor, a reformer, a champion for youth, and a defender of justice. Benjamin, please introduce her.
Thank you very much for reading her profile. And all the way from Bahamas, we have with us, and we're inviting her for a keynote address, the National Commissioner, which we call Inspector General of Police here, the National Commissioner of the Royal Bahamas Police, Shanta Emily Knowles.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, permit me to stand on the established protocol, but allow me to recognize and pay my respects to the special guest of honor, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Olurini Tinubu, to the Honorable Minister of Women's Affairs, Ibrahim, to the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, to the honorable men and women who are present here today in your respected positions, to the IG of the Nigerian Police Force, to the celebrants, the female officers of the Nigeria Police Force, both presently working and retired. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good morning. I think I deserve a round of applause for trying to pronounce the name said this morning. Please forgive me if I've insulted you by not pronouncing your names correctly, but know that my respect is to all of you here today. I wish to congratulate all the women of this police force here in Nigeria as you celebrate 70 years of policing in your beautiful country. But I want to thank the IGP for allowing your team who organized this event, for inviting me and my delegates here to stand on this platform to congratulate all of you. Thank you so much, sir, for your warm hospitality that we have received since we've been here in Nigeria. I want to congratulate all of the women pioneers out there who are a part of police forces all around the world. Know that my country, the Bahamas, we see you, we appreciate you, we thank you, Nigeria, for your service. 70 years, what an awesome feat. Because we know that the race is not for the swiftest, but for the ones who endure to the end. And might I add, lasting success comes from perseverance and consistency, and not just talent alone. Which brings me to your theme, honoring women trailblazers and empowering the next generation. I find it both powerful and captivating at the same time. It is inspiring that the Nigeria Police recognizes the crucial role you as female officers play in strengthening law enforcement services in Nigeria and fostering community trust across your beautiful nation. I was happy to learn that the first 20 female officers enlisted in your police force 70 years ago. The continued resilience, achievement, and outstanding service of women over the past 7 decades culminates in this honorary celebration. Many of you contributed to the current successes. And even more of you are a part of the progress to be made in the near future. As female police officers, you have made invaluable contribution to the operative effectiveness and public image of the Nigeria Police Force through your unwavering dedication to duty, passion for policing. These qualities have no doubt strengthened the bedrock of policing in Nigeria. You have made your country proud, and I implore you to continue on forward. Moreover, I speak with boldness and heartfelt gratitude as the first female commissioner of police in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and as someone deeply honored to reflect on the fearless journey of women in policing. Today, we celebrate and honor the achievements, commitment, and courage of remarkable women in police officers, the trailblazers, innovators, the pioneers, and the leaders who did not take no for an answer or even catapulted when they were relegated to subservient tasks. This story of women in policing is one that is marred with persistence in the face of adversity, of breaking barriers that were rigid and impenetrable, and continuously reshaping a foundation that included a niche for both men and women to flourish. My story, in particular, involves at least 3 firsts, and a third was something I did not see happening for me almost 40 years ago when I joined the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and that was becoming the first female commissioner of police. But this job, this arena, a career as a female in policing, is not for the faint of heart. It requires grit, steadiness, and courage. And for those of you brave women who opt in, remember that failure is not an option in this male-dominated profession, nor is it the end all. A very popular song by the late American singer Aaliyah tells us exactly how to handle failure in the most catchy way. And it goes, if at first you don't succeed, then you dust yourself off and try again. You can dust yourself off and try again, try again. So it says, if at first you don't succeed, then you know why I'm a police officer, because I can't sing, right? But I tried. If at first you don't succeed, then dust yourself off and try again. For those wondering, how did I get here? Permit me to share a snapshot of my journey. My desire to become a police officer was birthed at the age of 15, sparked by the presence of the first female gazetted officer in the Bahamas, who was from my hometown of Eleuthera. Seeing her standing tall and looking incredible in her uniform crafted a shift inside of me. I realized at that moment, women do belong in spaces once thought unreachable. She did not speak long. She did not have to. Her existence alone declared that the path was possible, and sometimes that is all a young girl needs. My early years in uniform came with long hours, challenging shifts, and lessons that taught discipline, compassion, and the value of listening to people where they are. Through community patrols, station duties, criminal investigations, and frontline service, one truth became clear. Policing is at its best when empathy meets courage. Then came the test of leadership. As I matriculated through the ranks, becoming director of the National Crime Prevention Office and later press officer, this role meant meeting communities face to face, hearing their fears, their frustrations, and their hopes, It meant using every platform not only to enforce the law, but to build trust. That visibility also reinforced something powerful. Women lead differently, and that difference is needed. The work never stopped. The work never stopped. As fate would have it, or would have me, historically appointed as the first female to lead the Criminal Investigation Department. Ironically, I had worked in that department for 2 decades of my career. Responsibility was immense, but it reaffirmed a message that every woman here should hold close. When you walk into a room prepared, courageous, and grounded, even ceilings made of steel will shift. May I say that again? When you walk into a room prepared, courageous, and grounded, even ceilings made of steel will shift. Additional command assignments in Bahama Islands of Eleuthera, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Bimini deepened my connection to people across the islands and broadened my capacity. Those moments sitting with residents, walking through settlements, hearing concerns firsthand, taught me that leadership is not a badge or a rank. It is service. It is humility. It is showing up consistently, even when no one is watching. Every step was strengthened by constant learning and growth. Professional development, international training, and years of investigative work were not for accolades, but to ensure that women coming behind would have an example of what preparation and perseverance can achieve. Yes, I received notable rewards, even the King's Police Medal from King Charles III. But the true reward has always been the ability to lift others higher. The appointment as the first female commissioner of police on the 3rd of January, 2025, stood as a reminder that no dream is too distant when faith is steady and effort is consistent. This moment is not a personal victory. It is a collective one for every woman who has ever wondered if her breakthrough will come. The story of this journey through policing is not one of perfection, privilege, or certainty. It is the story of a woman who've learned to rise after every stumble, who've leaned on the strength of those who came before, and who held on to hope even when the road seemed impossibly long. It is shared today not to boast, but to remind every woman in uniform that greatness often begins quietly with small steps, resilient faith, and a willingness to continue when everything says to stop. Reaching the office of commissioner was never a straight line. It was built through seasons of stretching, learning, falling, and rising again. Many days required deep courage. Many nights demanded silent endurance. Yet, each experience, from the earliest patrol to the heaviest responsibility, added another layer of strength and shaped my character. This is what makes the achievement meaningful. Not the title itself, but the journey that shaped it. For 60 years, women in the Royal Bahamas Police Force worked, waited, and believed that leadership at the highest level was possible. That hope was never in vain. I stand here today as proof that progress does not happen overnight, but it does happen when women refuse to surrender their dreams. The moment the door opened was a moment for every woman who has ever worn the uniform with pride to know that the glass ceiling had been shattered. To the women listening today, let your story be a mirror. Let my story be a mirror. See your own potential reflected in it. Your journey may not look the same, but your possibilities are just as real. Rise after every setback. Grow through your challenges. Believe in the value you bring, and when the time comes, step boldly into the spaces where you were born to lead. Flourish where you are planted. Your story is still unfolding, and greatness is waiting for you on the other side of endurance, discipline, and unshakable belief in yourselves. Based on my story, women have been in the forefront of their communities, serving others proudly for years. Our aspirations were at times suppressed by restrictive societal norms, but today, women continue to break ceilings and excel in male-dominated professions, demonstrating capability and strength. From domesticated roles to leaders who command units, run investigations, and reshape policing policy. The commitment of female officers has often opened doors for young girls who hope to one day enter this distinguished field. Ladies, policing is not defined by gender, but by skill, courage, and commitment to public service. The presence of females have transformed the way that we police by bringing a renewed approach to crime prevention, community engagement, and conflict resolution. Policing today is different than it was in the past. The challenges that we face continue to expand, from violent crimes to domestic abuse, from cyber crimes to tensions within communities, and transnational crimes that cross borders. But women bring skills to the organization that cannot simply be garnered by males alone. Essential skills such as empathy, conflict resolution, problem solving, and communication are effective tools when handling individuals. They make policing more effective by building trust among the community and better responses to situations that are deemed sensitive. It is time that we start and continue to shine the spotlight on countries that have progressed as the nations to allow women to hold higher ranks in policing around the world. Countries such as Australia, Sweden, India, Ghana, Trinidad and Tobago, the Bahamas, and Nigeria who are next. They have displayed exceptional resilience in navigating. Thank you very much, and I truly believe that Nigeria will be next. And when that next comes, please invite me back to the celebrations. They have displayed exceptional resilience in navigating a male-dominated environment. Their leadership is one of dedication and a vision for the future. You women in policing in Nigeria have also progressed over the years. Through resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment, you proudly celebrate 70 years of distinguished service. Your achievements highlight the vital role women play in law enforcement that spans from administrative functions to influential command and leadership positions. Celebrate yourselves, celebrate each other's, my sisters. In the same light, the Royal Bahamas Police Force marked 61 years of women in policing as of November, which is a powerful testimony to our shared journey of progress, sacrifice, and triumph. Effective police officers have confidence and respect for the communities that we serve. There are no exceptions or variations as women officers are held to the exact standard of community service. The 6 female pioneers that laid the foundation of women in policing in the Bahamas came into the service during a time when there was doubt that women actually belonged in policing. Nonetheless, they performed tirelessly under vigorous training, despite great skepticism, even going as far as outshining their male counterparts. They demonstrated that the same dedication, competence, and professionalism that changed gender dynamics. Since then, women police officers have transcended all areas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, receiving the same training as their male counterparts, arresting criminals, conducting traffic duties, investigating crime cases, prosecuting cases, processing crime scenes, commanding divisions, marshalling expert testimony in court, leading national parades, and holding the highest office on the force. In addition, there have been notable changes to the structure of the organization in positions that were once earmarked for men. Today, we in the Bahamas, we see more women rising in leadership roles with a number of female superintendents and chief superintendents. Individuals like Allardyce Strawn, the first female to become a gazetted officer in the Bahamas. Juanita Colebrook, the first female to become an assistant commissioner in the Bahamas. And Ismella Davis Delancey, the first female to become deputy commissioner of police in the Bahamas. I stand on the foundation that they have paved that made it possible for my appointment as the 10th
The Chairman House Committee on Police Affairs, ably represented by the Deputy Chairman, my good brother, Honorable Wale Ahmed. The Chief of Army Staff, Major General Waid Shaibu, ably represented by Major General I.M. Abdullahi, the National Commissioner of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Shanta E. Knowles, thank you for your is here present. The resident representative, UNDP, LCA Atafua, the President, Police Officers' Wives Association, Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetokun, my darling wife, Deputy Inspectors General of Police and the members of the Force Management Team, wives of members of the 10th National Assembly, as well as wives of ministers here present, the wives of service chiefs here present, National President, National Council of Women's Societies in Nigeria, Princess Edna Didi Azura, DIG retired, Ivy Okoronko, MNI, and other retired senior officers here present. The celebrants of today, female officers of the Nigerian Police Force, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 3/4 of a century ago, a question was posed without doubt. Can a woman police Nigeria? A bold woman replied with certainty, watch me. The answer did not echo, it erupted. And because of that eruption, the ground we stand on today is fundamentally different. Today, we gather to celebrate a legacy born in 1955, a story that began quietly and has grown into one of the strongest voices in our national security history. We celebrate icons like ACP Shoma Ajunwa retired, the extraordinary police officer who gave Nigeria its first Olympic gold medal in 1996. An achievement that became both a personal triumph and a national symbol of pride. After her were many other women police officers who have done Nigeria proud at international sporting events. We also honor the countless unnamed heroines who excel in UN peacekeeping, intelligence and counterintelligence, cybercrime investigations, forensic science, community policing, counterterrorism, sexual and gender-based violence response. Their service strengthens our nation and enhances Nigeria's global standing. Recognizing the need for structure and reform, the Nigerian Police Force established the NPF Gender Unit, a dedicated department mandated to promote gender equity in recruitment, training, deployment, and career advancement. Strengthen internal policies on workplace fairness and gender-based violence. Enhance institutional capacity to respond effectively to sexual and gender-based violence cases. Drive gender-responsive policing across all formations and commands. Build partnerships with the United Nations, development partners, and civil society. Today, this unit stands as a model within the West African sub-region, reflecting our commitment to modern policing standards and global best practices. The Nigerian Police Force remains strongly aligned with UN Security Council's Resolution 1325 on women, peace, and security. We continue to deploy female officers to international peacekeeping missions, strengthen gender-responsive policing frameworks, and increase women's representation in decision-making. Under this administration, women have taken on more strategic command roles, bringing discipline, precision, and excellence to every assignment. From their humble beginnings in 1955 to this present era, women in the Nigerian Police Force have moved from restricted duties to mainstream leadership. But this moment reminds us how much more remains to be done. Our force is undergoing significant transformation, and women are at the heart of this evolution. As the Inspector General of Police, I reaffirm that the present policing in Nigeria is inclusive, innovative, and equitable, and its future will even be better. Women officers in the Nigerian police are leaders, strategists, visionaries, and equal partners in national security. Under my leadership, we will continue to advance. We are committed to expanded local and international training opportunities for women, sustaining the current merit-based bias-free promotions, greater representation of women in tactical, operational, and command roles, enhanced welfare and family-friendly policies, zero tolerance for discrimination, harassment, or career obstruction. The Nigerian Police Force is proud of its women. We honor your strength. We honor your strength. We celebrate your intellect. We rely on your courage. We are inspired by your service. And today, the entire nation salutes you. To the younger generation of female officers, you are not merely inheriting history. You are shaping the next chapter. You are the architects of the culture we envision. A culture rooted in professionalism, compassion, competence, and courage. To every woman in the Nigerian Police Force, you are not an appendix in our story. You are not a footnote in our history. You are central to our identity. Essential to our mission, as we celebrate this truly historic milestone, let it be more than a ceremony. Let it be a renewal of promise, a recommitment to excellence, and a proclamation that the Nigerian Police Force is ready for a future where gender equity is not aspirational, but a lived reality. To every female police officer, past, present, and future, we see you, we value you, we celebrate you, and we stand with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, permit me as I close this address to express our profound gratitude to Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his commitment to empowering women in Nigeria, and for his commitment to the repositioning of the Nigerian Police Force. The next era of this journey will be marked not only by progress, but by phenomenal transformation. Thank you all, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. That was the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, NPN. Please, we can have our seats. For our women, the IGP said, today the entire nation salutes you. We see you, we salute you, and we stand with you.
The next voice we are going to hear is the mother of the nation, an author of the journey of grace, giving thanks in all things. Special thanks to the Minister of Women Affairs, who has ensured that all of us have a copy of this book, written by the First Lady. But before she comes on, please permit me honor a woman whose life is defined by service, compassion, and unwavering commitment to national upliftment. A three-term distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the founder of Renewed Hope Initiative, touching lives in 774 local government areas of the country. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Thank you very much. Can we all be seated, please? The Vice Chairman, House Committee on Police Affairs, Honorable Dr. Wale Ahmed, wives of members of the National Assembly here present, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Hajia Imam Suleiman Ibrahim. I believe that this is family to you, and I say congratulations to you as well. And I told the IGP today, I said you should be given honorary CP. I don't know if that is possible, but you were quite passionate when you were with them, and God bless you. The Inspector General of Police Force, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, PhD, DIGs, AIGs, CPs, and top management of the police force present, our host, first gender advisor to the IGP, AIG Aishatu Abubakar Baju, OON, former Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talen, CON, wives of honorable ministers here present, wives of service chiefs, and particularly like to recognize our chief hostess, the wife of the IG, Dr. Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetuku, and all members of the police wives, officers' wives that are here, wives of the Chief of Army Staff, wife of the Chief of Air Staff, wife of the Naval Staff, wife of DSS, Director General DSS, wife of the CG Nigerian Customs Service. I believe they are all your sisters who came here to support you today, and we thank you, all the women. Can we give them a round of applause? We came here to celebrate with you. The Commissioner of Police Bahamas, Shanta Knowles, and other members of the diplomatic corps present, I want to thank you for the great keynote speech today, and I would love a copy. That was really, really great. Thank you also for visiting. Development partners here present, particularly the UNDP representative, Ms. Elsie Atafua, gallant women police officers serving and retired here present, the national president of the National Council for Women's Societies, Princess Edna Azura, and other members present, top government functionaries, distinguished dignitaries, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to join you today at this historic commemoration of 70 years of women in policing in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with the theme, 70 Years of Courage and Service, Honoring Women in Policing, Inspiring the Future. I thank the Inspector General of Police, IGP Olukayode Egbetokun, PhD, for the invitation to be part of this milestone event. Today's celebration is a testament of our shared global commitment to justice, equity, and the protection of human dignity. For 7 decades, Nigerian women have stood on the front lines of peace, law enforcement, and community safety, contributing to our national stability and the broader pursuit of a safer, more inclusive world. We are gathered today to honor brave trailblazers who defied convention in 1955 by joining the Nigerian police force. The sheer audacity of their decision era of leadership among women policing. I also thank our international partners for standing with Nigeria in promoting women's empowerment, peace, and security. May the bonds of cooperation between our nations continue to work stronger. As we look ahead to the next 70 years, may our shared values to justice, equity, and global peace guide our steps. God bless the Nigerian Women Police. God bless the Nigerian Police Force. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Our mother, please just hold on, because the women have a gift for you, a symbolic gift.
Women, women, your trumpet.
Your Excellency, ma'am, we want to make presentation to you this afternoon. I would like to most respectfully ask for your permission to call some of our women. I'm representing the women is serving now. I want to also invite DIG. Okay. Her Excellency said that you may sit down, please. Thank you. I would like to invite DIG Ivy Okoronko on behalf of all the retired women police to join me up here, please. Yes, she's representing the retired. I'm also inviting Lieutenant General Leah from South Africa, the first Vice President of the International Association of Women Police. She's representing the President of IAWP on behalf of International Women Police. Can we have General Leah, please? She here? Okay, thank you. I would also most invite our mother, the wife of our IGP, to represent the wives of the police officers for us to make this presentation this afternoon. I would like to most respectfully, ma'am, present to you this award, the Nigerian Police Women at 70 years of courage and service, honoring women in policing, inspiring the nation, the future. Presented to Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, today as the mother of Nigeria Women Police.
A round of applause. A round of applause. The IG to please join in that photo right away. IG, sir, please join in. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And afterwards, the Deputy Chairman of the House Committee, the Minister of Women Affairs, the Chair of the House of Reps Committee for Women, the IG, the National Commissioner of Bahamas, UNDP, Wives of Service Chiefs, please join in the photo.
Thank you. We still have presentation, Glory.
Okay.
We still have presentation,
Oh.
please. Then we can come.
All right.
I will hand over to the wife of the IG. Okay, mommy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Okay, mommy. Hold this.
Only people they ask me say,
Okay, mommy, I want to tell you that we love your fabric. When we went for IAWP, we went to Chicago, we went to Glasgow, and went to Joburg. The uniform for the Nigerian women police was the fabric. I will share pictures with your protocol, ma'am. Yes, it's the national fabric. It was your initiative, mommy. Yes, mommy. Thank you so much. So there's a pillow that we made out of this fabric. I'll give the wife of the IG to make this presentation. Thank you, mom.
When you know they make me shine, people they ask me.
Thank you. Finally, ma'am, we are making presentation on behalf of all of us, serving women again, retired women police, the power also. We are all family. We are making a presentation as a token of our love, our souvenir. Maybe mommy Okoronkoma. No, it's heavy, ma'am. We just symbolic presentation.
You are not a woman, so leave it.
Please see visiting National Commissioner of Bahamas, UNDP, and Wives of Service Chiefs, please join. Thank you very much for the group photo. And thereafter, Her Excellency will step down to unveil the products to be launched today.
Just say thank you.
Nigeria.
Her Excellency, our mother, Her Excellency, our mother, wife of the President, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. We appreciate you so much. The world appreciates you. Thank you for all you've been. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for honoring us. We also use this opportunity to thank the IG and the POA President for their presence and for all they've been. Women police were recognized all over the world now. In fact, the world, in America right now, they are celebrating us too, because they've been asking us that they will want to meet the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So thank you so much. And thank you, the AIG Aisha. And thank you, all the DIGs and every other person present. It's a great occasion. Mama is so happy for me, please. The first batch of women police, because that has been her ambition all through her life. She said she should be celebrated now that she's alive, because she's going to be 96 in January. And she mentored all of us, most of the retired women, particularly those of us that Port Harcourt as her first posting. She mentored us, taught us police work, and taught us the value of policing. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
The photos, please. Please, shall we all look this way? Camera zone.
Mommy.
Band, bring it down. Band, bring it down.
Mommy, we have the gender training manual on gender-based violence that the has graciously approved to be integrated as part of our curriculum. Yes, to unveil it, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we have the 70 years emblem downstairs, mommy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. The table is too big, sir. This, we just unveil it. Yes.
No, Mama, now I join. Later, I join. Everybody, yeah, I saw that. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am the IG. You know, I'm supposed to start with that. I'm really honored to unveil the book on and the training manual on the Nigerian police force response to sexual and gender-based violence. I hereby unveil it to the glory of God and to the benefit of humanity. And also, I'm honored to also present the 70th anniversary Women in Policing badge. So you can do that, please. I have too many badges.
Please, let's all move. Members on this side, we move back to the podium for a commemorative photo. Thank you very much. Thank you. UNDP, ma, if you can move to this side, it would be better. Ma'am Elsie, could you move to the other side, please? Thank you. So that we can all see ourselves and the book. So the photos are coming on right now. The biggest smile for 70 years of resilience of Nigerian women in police force. Thank you. Your Excellency, please, you will return to your seat. Please, let's all return to our seats. Thank you, the Mother of the Nation, Thank you to the founder of Renewed Hope Initiative. Thank you to a woman, the founder of Daughters of Zelophehad. Thank you to a woman who loves women, loves men, loves Nigeria. 3 terms as senator and still causing impact in the country. Thank you for showing women what it means to stand by their purpose partner at all times. And thank you for all you do. Please, shall we go down? Thank you. Thank you. Band, bring it down. Band, bring it down. Media, bring it down. Please, shall we all rise for the national pledge, signaling the end of the first ceremonial part of today's activities. Shall we all rise? We shall take the national pledge at the count of 3. No, please. We shall recite the national pledge as directed by the government of the day. At the count of 3, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Maintain status quo as Her Excellency departs. Thank you very much, Her Excellency, the mother of the nation, founder of Renewed Hope Initiative, founder of Daughters of Zelophehad, the one who is committed to a better Nigeria, the one who understands that Nigeria needs hope. Thank you to the IGP of the Nigeria Police Force. Thank you to the National Commissioner of Bahamas Police. Thank you to UNDP for supporting Madam Elsie Atafwa. We see you. Thank you to the wives of the service chiefs. Thank you to the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development. Thank you to the Chair of the House Committee for Women Affairs. Thank you for the Deputy Chair of the Senate Committee on Police Affairs. Thank you to you, our retired officers, agile, elegant, resilient, still doing magic, looking good out of the uniform. Thank you to the women in uniform. Thank you to the Force PRO, Benjamin Hundeyi. You've done so amazingly well. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please remain at your position till the First Lady takes her leave. Please remain where you are. Thank you very much.
our tea break and the rafter sessions. Thank you.
All the power in the house. Powerful. Nigerian policewomen. Oh yeah! Awoda.